This is Lisa from Mobile Tech Review, and this is the HTC Rhyme on Verizon. This Android phone comes in a distinctive plum color, a real sweet looking phone, and HTC targets this at ladies, not just because it has pretty darn colors, but it has a bunch of accessories they think that'll appeal to women, but honestly I think it should appeal to men too. So you can see nice colors, not super overly feminine, so guys, yes, it's okay for you to have this phone, I think. Typical HTC kind of look and design, curved corners over here, nice high quality. You've got something that looks like metal over here in the back band. Usual removable plastic section over here. If you yank and pull, you can see there's your 8 gig micro SD card that comes with the phone, and pretty much nothing else to see there. That's your micro USB port. Comes with a little door over it to keep the unified look of the design. We've got dock contacts back here, your flash, your camera, speaker, headphone jack up top, power button up top, microphone hole right here, microphone hole right here, dual mics for noise canceling. Then we have a 3.7-inch LCD display here running at 800 by 480 resolution. It's an Android phone running Android OS 2.3.4 Gingerbread with HTC Sense 3.5 software. Now, we don't usually spend a whole lot of time unboxing and looking at what comes in the box, but really that's what the Rhyme is all about. So we're going to take a look at the box here and the stuff that you get. So here we have the nice matching plum-colored box with a fabric pull tab. Open it up and you can guess what went in here. It was the phone itself. Here you get the really nice weighted desktop dock with fabric sides. It does tend to pick up a little lint, ladies, but you can use your lint brush on that. Rubbery base so it doesn't skid around, and these are the contacts that touch the contacts on the back of the phone right here. Standard kind of HTC charger in the box. Separable, this is the USB cord right here, it pops out so you can use the USB cord for file data transfer as well as for charging. And then here we have our little getting started guide in this. And then we've got some really interesting headphones here. These are the tangle-free, I call them linguini style headphones. Very flat rubber kind of thing. So it's true, they don't tangle very much. As we open them up, you can see they've got kind of a cool design here. And the sound quality is pretty good too. And this is your inline audio control and microphone. And lastly, we get the charm. There's a fabric cord here, it plugs in, there's a little anchor to stick into the top of the device, and this guy actually illuminates for a period of time if you miss a call, get a message, that kind of thing. So the idea is that you unwind this, clip this on wherever you like, and have it hanging out of your pocket, your purse, whatever, so you can see if you've missed a call without having to hear or look at your phone. Now, it doesn't flash indefinitely, so you still have a period of time only before it stops flashing and you no longer get a clue, so you have to keep kind of an eye on your charm. And HTC said they weren't so sure how the charm would go. They thought people would either love it or hate it, but so far apparently it's being well received. And here you can see it pulsing faintly, so no, it's not disco light, it's not going to embarrass you or blind you, and this is indicating the fact that we just missed a call. So a call comes in, this flashes, miss a call, this flashes, get a text message, this flashes. And now we'll take a look at how the dock works. You just simply drop it in landscape style like so, and it kind of magnetically sucks into there. So here it is in the dock, and it takes a moment, and then it goes into this dock mode right here where you get the pretty picture, the desk clock function, access to photo frame feature, your calendar, kind of handy stuff, right? And music playback controls here as well, and then you have the night versus day, so you could actually leave this by your bed and not be driven crazy by glare. So pretty nice stuff. That's what $199 with contract gets you. The specs on this phone are pretty much mid-range Android, and what you're paying for really are the accessories that go along with the phone. Also, you're paying for HTC's really nice design, build quality, and that kind of boutique aesthetic that they're getting really good at. And you can see the phone also has a front-facing LED that's flashing right now to indicate that we've missed a call. In terms of specs, as we mentioned, this is mid-range. It has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 8655 single-core 1 GHz CPU. It has 4 gigs of internal storage, but only about 805 megs of that are available, but Verizon does include an 8 gig storage card with it as well, and you can use even higher capacity cards. There's a 5 megapixel rear camera and a front video chat camera, and the usual Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and a GPS. In terms of performance, it feels pretty snappy, as you can see. Once in a while I notice a little occasional lag on the phone, nothing horrendous though. It scored 1610 on Quadrant, which is respectable, especially for a single-core CPU. That's a lot above last year's single-core 1 gigahertz CPUs. And download speeds are pretty good, about a meg down on average, and we've been seeing 700 to 800K up on Verizon's 3G network. Resolution of display is good at 800 by 480. That's a nice high resolution for the screen size at 3.7 inches. And the LCD display is good. It's sharp. It has nice color. It's not among the best we've seen on HTC. Some of their Super LCDs are a little bit sharper and even more vibrant, but it's certainly not a bad display by any means. In terms of software, you get HTC Sense here, but they've simplified it a little bit. This is supposed to be a kind of newbie-friendly phone, and that's not a bad thing. The home screen is not as complicated with a lot of widgets as it usually is. We've obviously got the time. You can get the local weather included over here as well. Quick shortcut to the dialer. This launches all your applications. And you've got shortcuts to mail, messages, calendar, and camera, the things that people really want to use the most. So that's pretty good. It comes with a large variety of very nicely color-coordinated wallpapers. HTC is pretty good at those aesthetics. You can see you've got the multiple homepage screens here. You've got the Verizon data counter, which is always handy to know how much data that you've used. You've got search over here, including voice search. Endomondo is included for you exercise tracking folks. And there's a widget for that right there. And the usual HTC Friend Stream for social networking, People widget. HTC Watch is on board for renting and buying movies and videos. If we take a look at here, we've got a pretty much standard HTC Sense launcher. It defaults to having frequently used as the first ones, which again is probably what a lot of people want, the stuff that you use the most showing up. We've got it showing all apps right now. And you can see that they've included Amazon Kindle, pretty common these days. Again, you get Endomondo for exercise, and HTC's apps like FriendStream, Peep for social networking are included. Barcode scanners here. Verizon account management software, and the usual VCast Music, VCast Video, and VZ Navigator for those of you who don't like Google Maps and navigation. Standard apps are on here for Android too, the YouTube player, and search, Gmail, email, Google Talk, all of those goodies as well. HTC has done a very nice job of customizing the software they generally do with Sense. We'll take a look at the dialer here. And you've got a nice, fairly large, easy-to-use dialer by 3.7-inch display standards. And you've got the last folks that you've called listed up top, and shortcut to your contacts, groups, call history. And your People app is your contacts app. And if you take a look at one, you can see that it's not just your standard kind of semi-bland Google stuff, but we've got a little bit more richer presentation here. And this interesting thing here, you've also got a thread for any threads of interactions you've got going with this person, messages, email, call history, that kind of thing, and any photos that are associated with that person, say from Facebook or Flickr or something like that. Calendar is likewise pretty nice and attractive looking. You get that month view right here, and any appointments would show up on the screen. Here's your day view, your agenda view, and any invites that you've gotten for meetings. So pretty easy, pretty friendly to use kind of stuff right there. Call quality on the phone is okay. It's not super stellar. You won't have any trouble understanding what people say, and they'll understand you. Not super full, rich, and crisp, though. Medium call quality. Reception also is about average for a Verizon phone. By no means weak. By no means amazingly strong like some Motorola phones are. If you're in a reasonably good coverage area, the phone should work well. It has EVDO Rev A 3G data. This is not a 4G LTE phone. And since it doesn't have LTE, battery life is actually fairly reasonable. Now the battery is sealed inside this. As you notice when we yanked off the back here, there is no way to take the battery out. So when it runs out of juice, see the battery should be under the sticker here, you're just going to have to plug it in and charge it. And the phone has a 1600 milliamp battery, which is a pretty decent capacity battery for a phone with this screen size and single core 1 gigahertz CPU. For those of you who need to do a little work, there's Polaris Office pre-installed on board, and it can view, edit, and create MS Office documents, that is Word and Excel, no PowerPoint. If you want to create a new one, you just choose New Word document. And there you have the UI. You're ready to start typing, and there's your menu for options for controls. Basic stuff, but it gets the job done. And certainly useful for viewing attachments. Phone has the usual Android WebKit web browser, supports Adobe Flash 11 and tab browsing. And we'll check out our own website, mobiletechreview.com, so you can see how that looks. And now we're downloading our full desktop homepage over Verizon's 3G network. Acceptable speed. And you can start scrolling before it's finished downloading everything. Still working on some of those flash ads. And we're almost done. But all the usable content has already been loaded, and presuming it's reasonably fluid. And of course you can play Adobe Flash. And we'll take a look at some Flash now. And of course you can use YouTube as well if you just want to look at the mobile version of videos. And these days the Android mobile version of videos is very high quality, so you're not losing out on anything there, and performance is very good. You can hear the speaker.
This is Lisa from Mobile Tech.
Pretty loud and clear speaker.
This is the HTC Evo design for
So it's playing very nicely and smoothly here.
soft touch rubber.
I'm going to try full screen.
Micro USB port on the side here. Volume controls is a large continuous button that's pretty
Yeah, that's
easy to
480p
find,
video.
but I haven't been hitting it by
Full
accident
flash.
either. Headphone jack up top, power button.
Works quite well. Take that, iPhone. So that's the HTC Rhyme, available now on Verizon for $199 with contract, with all those cool accessories that come in the box. It's a good little Android phone, reasonably good call quality, very pocketable, nice looking, feels good in the hand. Makes a great little portable ebook reader too. It comes with Google Books, of course, Kindle as well, and you can put on Nook, Kobo, anything that you want in that respect. Access the web with full flash, and you've got Android OS Gingerbread, which is the latest, greatest version of that operating system. The only drawback is the non-replaceable battery. It's sealed inside there, so you can't just swap a new one in. But battery life has been pretty good on this, so I don't think that that's a terrible problem to have. And you can always use a car charger if you're on the go a lot for that kind of thing. I'm Lisa from Mobile Tech Review. Visit our website for the full review of the HTC Rhyme on Verizon.